It is my fear that in view of the direction in which things are moving today, the political and economic dynamics of the countries of the world may lead to a world war. Therefore, it is the duty of the superpowers to sit down and find a solution to save humanity from the brink of disaster.
You understand at a profound level that promoting religious freedom is an essential building block for peace and stability here and throughout the world. In this we are allied with His Holiness, a courageous champion of religious freedom and of peace.
Allah ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika
Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad is the present head of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, the most dynamic international community within Islam. The community was established by Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad in Qadian, a small and remote village in India. He claimed to be the expected reformer of the latter days, the one awaited by all major world religions. Founded in 1889, the community has continued to spread throughout the world, flourishing under Caliphate, the system of spiritual leadership established after the demise of the Holy Founder. The current successor of this movement, Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, continues the work of the Holy Founder to revive the spiritual and moral state of mankind. The movement embodies the benevolent message of Islam in its pristine purity, a movement that preaches peace, universal brotherhood, and submission to the will of God. Ahmadi Muslims have earned the distinction and reputation of being a law-abiding and peaceful community. Within a century, the movement has reached all the corners of the earth and has been recognized and praised by the global community.
Love for all, hatred for none. Those words from your third Khalifa are more important, more crucial, more essential today than they have ever been. And of course, the Ahmadi have always practiced this peace-loving philosophy.
I am gladdened and inspired by the fact that the Ahmadis not only preach a message of love, friendship and understanding, but practice it fully in the way you include and invite others to share your gathering.
An injunction to love all and to hate none is the avowed guiding principle of the Ahmadi life.
I would thank you also that you have stressed the importance of showing that Islam is the religion of peace, not the religion of hate, as it was stated on the wall in the Jalsa, love for all, hatred for none. I think that is the message that the world really needs.
अगर मानव जाति लाखों वर्ष पहले से ही इस मोटो को, जो कि सभी धर्म ग्रंथों की शिक्षाओं का सार है, अपना लेती, तो आज तक दुनिया में जितनी भी जंगें हुई हैं वो ना होती.
You understand at a profound level that promoting religious freedom is an essential building block for peace and stability here and throughout the world. In this we are allied with His Holiness, a courageous champion of religious freedom and of peace.
Love for all, hatred for none is the message that we see in this mosque and from the Ahmadiyya Association. Your people have been the leaders in taking the peace movement that one step further.
The huge respect we all have, for your work day by day in making a reality of peace and brotherhood across the communities in this country and across the world.
I think the words that you said to my colleagues in the House of Commons ring probably a little truer, but hopefully a little more hopefully than they did when you actually said it in the House a few weeks ago. His Holiness began his address by speaking of the great conflicts that divide the world today. Wars being fought in different parts of the world. He worried of even greater problems. He then went on and said, "It is my fear that in my view of the direction in which things are moving today, the political and economic dynamics of the countries of the world may lead to world war. Therefore, it is the duty of the superpowers to sit down and find a solution to save humanity from the brink of disaster. They were words, Your Holiness, I think, that were taken very seriously by all who were there at that meeting.
Wherever the movement has been established, it endeavours to exert a constructive influence of Islam through social projects, educational institutes, health services, Islamic publications, and the construction of mosques. These endeavours continue, despite the bitter persecution that the community suffers in some countries.
We need all the goodness we can find in today's world, and I applaud you for your contribution in Britain and worldwide to community cohesion and enjoyment of diversity that is such a precious asset.
And wherever Ahmadis live in the world, you are renowned for enthusiastically participating in the larger community and peacefully living alongside people of all faiths, languages, and cultures.
I would like to pay an additional tribute to the work being done by Ahmadis in raising standards in Africa, and particularly in education.
Yes, Britain has welcomed the headquarters of the Ahmadis in this country, but it hasn't become something that's become, as it were, a closed sect in Britain. It's become a community that has sought to reach out to all of us. And that's very important, because the best way to break down the barriers of misunderstanding and prejudice is for that contact to happen, and I thank you for that.
The Ahmadiyyan community contribute hugely to interfaith forums, to the richness of our community, and that is the same that's reflected across our nation. But what I would like to pay tribute to you as well this evening is the contribution that you make to wider society and the important charitable causes that you support, not just for your own communities, but for the wider communities. And that is to be acclaimed and that is to be applauded.
The Ahmadiyya community has been a beacon. It's been a beacon of peace, truth and justice. It's been a stalwart in this city. We are the better for having you. You are tremendous in adversity and in triumph. We value your friendship, we value your dedication and your commitment, and particularly your recognition of civic society in Bradford.